What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and we have another extremely fun Regulation D VGC team for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to show off. If you want some rain memes, this is going to be a good team for you, and honestly, in a best of one, especially when Regulation D goes live on July 1st, this is going to be one of the strongest teams out there. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to join the Pan Fam by hitting that join membership button below. So to begin, we are running a rain team, and we are featuring the Hisuian Pokemon, the PLA awesome Overqwil. And Overqwil is going to be one of our main destructive Pokemon on this team. So the idea of Overqwil is we're going max attack, max speed, adamant nature. And it has a lot of good abilities, but we're going with Swift Swim because this is a rain team. And when it is raining, our speed is doubled. And we're going to add a choice band on top of that. So we're going to be really fast. We're going to hit really hard with that choice band, giving that 1.5 additional damage. And then we're going to go Terra Normal. And Terra Normal is going to be really fun because think about this. 115 attack, adamant nature, max attack with a Terra Normal self-destruct. Self-destruct is 200 damage. It hits everyone, including, your teammate as well, but we have ways around that. If you lead with this and you get that self-destruct off with a Terra Normal, there is not many things that will survive that. And you could easily put yourself in a situation where you were up 3-2 and you just ruined your opponent's setup. And this is an absolute phenomenal way to do that. Now, if you don't want to do that, you could do Liquidation, which is going to be hit hard. It's going to do bonus damage in the rain. Gunk Shot's going to be really powerful stab damage, and there's a good amount of fairies in the meta right now. And then if you don't have rain, then you can use Aqua Jet to try to get that end game kill. Now, let's go to our rain setter here, Pelipper. Pelipper, of course, setting up rain. Rain's very important. Most times you want to bring Pelipper with you. And we're going to have Damp Rock to increase the turns of rain. So 8 turns instead of 5. And we're going with that Ghost Terra because you're going to be in situations where, 1, you can get faked out by people. 2, you don't get hit by electric moves, and Ghost is really good because you're a dodge fake out. So you Ghost Terra, you're not weak to electric, and you dodge normal moves. So you dodge extreme speed and you dodge the self-destruct from the Overqwil. So it's really good. And we're going to be running Protect and Wide Guard. Now, Wide Guard's really good because there's a lot of moves that hit both targets, like Rock Slide, all the storm moves from the Genies, which are 100% accurate in the rain. So Wide Guard is very important to block that. So you can lure your opponent to a false sense of security, use Wide Guard, and then blow them up. Tailwind for that speed control, which is actually really helpful whether you have rain up or not. And then Hurricane is going to be our big damaging move. And, Pelipper doesn't do the most damage, but it can definitely blow up a couple Pokemon, especially like Urshifu's. But that stab super effective Hurricane, which does not miss in the rain. And of course, that Confusion Hacks can definitely win you some battles. Now, we're not going with a lot of speed here, but we want that bulk. So we got that max HP, 100 defense additional, because extreme speed is definitely a problem from Choice Band, Dragonite. So that's going to help us survive that. And some pretty much the rest of our points in special attack and a little bit more speed going on. So we can outspeed some targets within Tailwind being up. And speaking of rain sweepers, Urshifu is a rain sweeper in general because this thing's an absolute monster of a Pokemon. I mean, Surging Strikes in the rain is going to do a lot with that Choice Scarf for outspeeding most of the meta out here. And with Terra Water on top of that, Urshifu is going to definitely break through some walls. So we're running a close combat for our main fighting damage move. U-turn to repivot. So we can lead, let's say, Pelipper and Urshifu, get that rain up. And it's not a great matchup for us. We can just U-turn right out of there and put ourselves in a better position. Or let's say you have Overqwil and then, Overqwil is going to be really fast, but we're Choice Scarf. So we can U-turn out of there and then Overqwil hits that self-destruct and we can go into Basculation to take that self-destruct for free. And then Drain Punch is actually really good. This just gives Urshifu a lot of general sustain, and I'm a big fan of that. So it's not like, I hit close combat, now I'm going to die from the next move. No, we hit Drain Punch, do a lot of damage in return. So we're pretty much optimizing our attack here at 236, a lot of speed investment, and then the rest just for that general bulk in general here. And then Basculation, which is going to be our late game sweeper on this team. We're going to be running that max attack, max speed, adamant nature, and we have Swift Swim again. So we have Overqwil and Basculation as our true rain abusers. And then we're running Life Orb. We lose some HP, but that's fine. We're going to do that additional 1.3 damage with that Terra Water to further boost our Aqua Jet and our Wave Crash damage. Last Respects is crazy. This move does 50 more damage for every fainted Pokemon on your side. So you're looking at, well, one thing dies, well, we're at 100. Two things dies, 150. Three things die, 200. So Basculation is an absolute threat. You want to set this thing up in the right position to definitely win in that 1v1 battle, and sometimes you can even win a 1v2 if you play your cards right. Wave Crash is going to do a crap ton of damage as well, and Aqua Jet, just in case you don't have the rain up, you can still do some big damage as well. Now, everyone's favorite combo, Chien-Pao Dragonite, is really good. We're not running Choice Band on Dragonite, we're running Silk Scarf because you put the Choice Band in Overqwil, which is really great. Still running that max attack Adamant Nature and putting a lot more bulk up in that speed and some HP with that multi-scale. Multi-scale is just going to be great. Essentially, you can survive a lot more hits than you should in at full HP. And our main goal is to use Extreme Speed and Outrage. There are fairy types, don't use Outrage. Aerial Ace will pick up a lot of the things that are weak to flying in the meta. I mean, things like Mungus, things like Urshifu do not want to take this at all. And Dragon Tail is here for the Goodra. So Goodra definitely does not want to take that Dragon Tail. It tries to set up on you, bam, send that thing out of here, and then you just disrupted the entire team. Then this is standard Chien-Pao. I mean, Terra Ghost Chien-Pao. So we can, one, dodge fake outs, and two, also take those self-destructs on our own side, and regular setup, max attack, max speed with that Jolly nature. The big thing about Chien-Pao is this Pokemon will lower the defense of everything. So let's say you have like Pelipper and Overqwil. Well, let's say you swap out Pelipper, go for the self-destruct, and then you switch in Chien-Pao. Yeah, Chien-Pao's down at 1 HP, but now, you know, all the defenses were lowered on the other side, so you can guarantee you get some kills with the self-destruct. Also, you can just lead Overqwil, Chien-Pao, not even have the rain boost. If you're against like a Trick Room team, you're pretty much going to outspeed a Trick Room team no matter what with Overqwil. So this is just another good way of trying to get rid of like the Trick Room setters pretty easily with the Chien-Pao Overqwil combo. Of course, Chien-Pao Dragonite is phenomenal. Chien-Pao Basculation and Urshifu is another great combo. So pretty much this team is very strong on the physical side. We don't have one special attacker, so Intimidators are a big problem. And of course, all right, so we have our first battle against a hard Trick Room team. There is Sun. So because Torkoal is slower than Pelipper, felt like we should not leave a Pelipper here, and instead let's go for the tactical nuke with the Overqwil Chien-Pao combo. Big reason for this is there are no ghost types on the other side of the field, so I don't have to worry about self-destruct not hitting. And because it is the Trick Room team, they want to get up Trick Room as quickly as possible, which means on turn 1. So I know there's really going to be no protects on turn 1, so I feel really safe about this lead combo with Chien-Pao, which will further lower the defense of these guys. So I go Terra normal, he Terras as well, I use Protect, hit that big self-destruct, Chien-Pao's alive, I lose Overqwil, remove both Enamorus and a Ringuru, and I send out Dragonite. We're in a phenomenal position here at this point. Chien-Pao Dragonite, sure, you know, can't use priority moves because of the Psychic Terrain. Ice Spinner removes that, and then I just hit Outrage because I couldn't use Extreme Speed that turn, and I figured he already uses Terra, he can't Terra Fairy, and then Sucker Punch hits into that Armarouge, Heat Wave goes off, and Dragonite literally just clears the day. And this is honestly how most fights against Trick Room teams go in general. It's a very simple matchup for this team. If they're not ready for a Chien-Pao Dragonite, it's really easy, but even with the Indeedee there, sort of doesn't matter if you just blow up the Trick Room and then, well, the team can't operate without Trick Room. So our next team is a soft Trick Room team, but has speed control with Tornadus, so wasn't exactly sure what they were going to lead with, but they ended up leading with the Cresselia, so we got really lucky with the Chien-Pao Overqwil combo, because Chien-Pao Overqwil definitely can beat the Rotom Wash combo here. So what we're going to be doing is the standard, let's blow this up very easy. Terra normal, protect Chien-Pao, hit that self-destruct because we are max speed. The Cresselia actually lives, which means this thing has some insane defensive bulk. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. Chien-Pao Dragonite can really put in the work here. Fake out on the Dragonite. I go for the Ice Spinner just to make sure the Cresselia cannot either take out the Dragonite with a Moonblast or use an Ice Beam or set up Trick Room. At this point, I've identified a threat as Iron Hand, so I just go for Outrage, picks up on the Ursaluna, and we do a little bit of nice damage to the Iron Hands here. Ursaluna Terra Ghost, and that's fine with me because now we can hit her with Basculation Last Respects, and it had no hope of surviving that after that chip mark was at. Iron Hands, still very bulky. Dragonite goes down here. Can't take the Thunder Punch without the multi-scale, but it's over. Basculegion is naturally a faster Pokemon. Last Respect's hitting for 200, and that's another easy match for us right there. For our third battle, we had a very interesting team, but it looks like they wanted to set up Trick Room again, but they also had some decent amount of fast Pokemon. So I decided to go with Pelipper this time around. And Pelipper gives us the speed, so we can definitely make sure to outspeed. Terra Normal, Self-Destruct, Protect on the Pelipper. Because both of these guys are frail, we take them out immediately, and that's just another super easy match. And they actually just quit after that, which is sort of the norm with this team. If you really catch people off guard on turn 1, it's really over for them, as you're in such a strong dominant position in that 3v2. And, you know, Pelipper's still around to, you know, set up Tailwind, hit those Hurricanes, and it doesn't really matter because his job is honestly done at this point. And there you have it, guys. That's a very fun Overqwil Rain team. Definitely going to be great for climbing to that Master Rank ladder in Regulation D on July 1st. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below what other type of VGC teams you would like me to create for the channel or play. Anyways, have a good one. See ya.